What a surprise, Chelsea have made more signings.
You know the rules. There are no rules, man.
With current manager Enzo Maresca coming in with a very bold statement saying this club is not in a mess is for me very wrong indeed.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
With offering players crazy contracts to poor Premier League finishes, this team needs fixing once and for all. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to take over Chelsea and replace Enzo Maresca as their new manager to actually fix this team and actually compete for the Premier League once again. Kicking off, we're going to look at the team here. It's a very good team indeed, but let's be honest, they've got so many players and they just signed so many players indeed, especially with these three in Dewsbury Hall, João Felix and Neto, who are the recent signings. But the likes of Jorgensen here, Wiley from the American League, they're signing so many individuals. And I think the first line of business we need to do is sort out the individuals who have come to the team and also players who we can potentially get rid of and actually get a bit of breathing space so there's not so many players in the team that are very unhappy throughout the season. Hence why we simulated right to the first game of the season, which will be against Liverpool, a big game at Stamford Bridge, a tough first fixture in game week 1. But as you look for the team here, we'll have a quick glance here. We have sold a lot of individuals and we need some new players to join the team. We have made some sacrifices and you kind of got to do it with this Chelsea team because, like for example, they've got so many wingers, so many centre backs, and we need to think for the future. With a 287 million budget under my management, I think we could do that right there. But let's kick it off right here. We're not going to go through every single player right here, but starting off with Latvia here, decent player indeed, but I'm looking into bring a new DM role. Casado's very good. Enzo's got the experience from the World Cup winning team, but I feel like Casado could drop down to the substitution role with the £100 million signing from him. I feel like we need to improve it right there and get someone a bit more experience. A lot of the loanees going out right here, like the new signing here in the goalkeeper going to Seville. Mudryk here, bit of a surprise. This one here, decent as well. However, needs time to develop, I think, a little bit, get that confidence a little bit more. Hence why he goes to PSG. And with the likes of Mbappe leaving, he might actually suit him a little bit there. Chilwell left pro to Borussia Dortmund. Him and Raheem Sterling, if I just quickly go down here, are actually potentially leaving the club. They've given the green light, especially Raheem Sterling, but they have gone as well, especially with the likes of Maatsen and also Kukulea. With the Maatsen one, ladies and gentlemen, I made a bit of an error there. I did actually transfer him to Aston Villa, but it didn't save because, like I said, we have seen some of the new signings into the team here. But for some reason, they didn't do a Maatsen, so we probably will get rid of him as well to make it a little bit more realistic. These guys here have gone to Newcastle. Manuke, I wanted to keep him in the team, but with the likes of Cole Palmer in that RAM position and the new signing Pedro Neto, he's not going to make it into the team, so a loan spell. So like I said, when he comes back, if Pedro Neto might not do that well, maybe this guy comes back into the team because he has got better potential. Jamaica there, gone to Bournemouth. Washington, too much rotation there, it's gone to Getafe. Keffer brought him back, won some more money. Got a lot of rotation in that goalkeeper though. Now, Chalobah, not going to make it in team, unfortunately. And Lukaku also coming back, going to one of our arch rivals in Spurs for 42 million. Again, just to get a lot of money into the team. Going back to the team now, though, like I said, I kind of do want to find potentially maybe a new goalkeeper. We have got Sanchez and Petrovic here, but we need someone if we want to go up to the table a little bit higher in the overall. Maybe a new centre-back as well, as much as we have got a lot of rotation right there. Maybe a cam, and for me, the number one priority is definitely going to be in the striker role. However, 8 months ago, we did another rebuild of the Chelsea one, and we actually did sign the very linked, highly anticipated Osimhen for Chelsea. But with this being a new rebuild now, again, the 2.0 Chelsea rebuild, if you want to say it right there, we're not going to do it because it'll be a bit boring if we did pretty much the same transfers that we did 8 months ago. So we're definitely going to switch it up for this season. As you can see, Chilwell there going in the left back role. I definitely want to get him in that role there. I think he'd be fantastic there. And to be fair, it does say on his card, centre back to left back. And I think he could do a really massive role right there. Gusto's got a bit of competition with Reece James. Obviously, Reece James always gets bloody injured, but we cannot ignore that rating right there. But we know what we need to sign now. Let's see if we can make the players happen with the massive budget of 287 million. So our first signation actually doesn't go to the striker role. It goes into a rotational cam role for the likes of Nkunku, Cole Palmer, and the rest of the team. It goes to Andreas Pereira here from Fulham. Yes, a decent player indeed. Only paid 14 million for him, which I think is an absolute bargain for probably one of their star players at Fulham. Comes with the overall 77. He's our first signing. Maybe not the number 7 shirt. That's a bit of a big numbers I have as a rotational player. But our first signing goes to Pereira. And now it's time to reveal our striker. And of course, it's got to be Ollie Watkins. You're probably thinking, well, this is a little bit unrealistic. But I'm just thinking, you know, I mean, it's obviously Aston Villa. are doing probably a lot better than Chelsea at the moment, but realistically, Chelsea are probably a little bit bigger of a club. No offence right there to Aston Villa. So I feel like with the project behind closed door that me and Ollie Watkins had discussed for the near future, he could be a massive part of this team as our new number 9 striker. 50 million we paid for him. It's going to be a big one. It's got number 10, but we're going to give him the number 9. He's got a big step up here for Ollie Watkins, but he's proven it on the big level. But can he do it for Chelsea under me as manager? And our big signing in the midfield goes to Joshua Kimmich. Yes, an absolute baller in the midfield for Bayern Munich. We got him in because he knows how to get the job done, and why not? So why not a change up to the Premier League at Chelsea? Him and Enzo Fernandez with Casado on the bench as well. He could be a dangerous midfield to get past. He can play in more positions as well, so the likes of Reece James getting injured. He can play fullback. He can play that centre mid row. Hell, he could even play sometimes a little bit attacking. He's got number 7 shirt now. The kitman's had a shocker. But Joshua Kimmich coming in at a rough 18 million in that brand new Chelsea midfield is going to cause havoc and domination in the Premier League. Our last and final signing, we're bringing back a club legend in Courtois. Yes, what a keeper he was back in the day for Chelsea. Obviously, with sometimes him being injured, but also in the career mode, it doesn't reflect it. It's in real life. We're going to bring him back. We paid a whopping 65 million with a swap deal with Petrovic. Yes, I know he's just recently joined the club, but I didn't want any harsh any anger really between the club with the 3 keepers like Sanchez, Petrovic and Courtois now joined the team. So we had to sacrifice one of them, but he's new, the brand new number 1 with Robert Sanchez, the backup goalkeeper now. Our team is looking disgusting. Let's see how season 1 is, but first let's assess the team and see if what we can do on the team strategy. So assessing the team now after making them signings, this is the starting 11 here. Also, Kerwin will be converted to left back. I mean, if he doesn't, we have got the likes, as you can see, Kukale here, Gusto. I did release Matson as well, so if anyone picks him up for a free agent, I mean, he's an absolute stormer right there. The club is going to get him right there. Casade's going to get dropped down with Piero, Neto, Jackson, and the Riero there, and Sanchez rotation over the starting players with Watkins up top, Kimmich, Enzo, I was going to say Bruno Fernandes and Enzo Fernandez there, sorry, as the captain, Desai for Fana, Courtois and Cuckoo, Will James, and Cole Palmer. I mean, it's a very good team indeed, but like I said, we was going to look at the team strategy, and this is the one I picked out. Picked out Tiki Taka. Normally I'll go wing play if I'm playing a wide formation, but with some of the players like Kimmich coming to the team, João Felix, Nkuku, Enzo, Palmer, Watkins are all very tiki-taka kind of vibey players, and I think that'll suit him very good as well. In terms of the coaches, we didn't get very fortunate in terms of defenses, so we only got 3 stars on them, but in terms of the attackers and the midfield, we've done okay there. I don't want to go over the top of the first season. I want to see how they get on. Going on to the objectives right now, youth event, we're going to leave us from the season because it is a low prize. We probably won't even dive into this, the whole rebuild, ladies and gentlemen. Brand exposure, as you can see, get 10 games without defeat in a away match this season. So I'm 3 players born in North America, and you're probably thinking, well, you haven't really, but obviously because it's career priority, and obviously this game's a bit strange. I mean, you can win the treble, the quadruple, you name it, but if you don't sign one individual player, they can just sack you. It's very strange. That's what I'm looking forward to in EA 25. I think you can actually disable it, but we'll just show you who we just quickly brought in right here. We just brought in some free agents, players, because like I said, well, they're Mexican in the United States, but no, you're not going to use them. We'll probably potentially release them, but that is the reason why we've gone in there, just to potentially, well, if we win all this stuff here, we will get sacked. Let's just say that right there. For the Europa Champions League spot, I mean, that's pretty decent from the actual board above. FA Cup there, win the cup and actually win the Conference League. As we know, Chelsea did not get any competition in the Europa League and the Champions League. They got the Conference League, so it is what it is. But hopefully with the new signings as well, and kind of balancing this team out and get rid of some of the players that really accepted it for really the money, I would like to say, on a 6 to 7 year bloody contract. So we got rid of some of them. A bit more of a well-balanced team now, I feel like. It's looking deadly. Let's see how it gets on at the end of the season. So here we go then. We just beaten West Ham 2-0. Lost to Florentina though. Let's see how we get on in the league though. 2-0, 4-1 there. It looks like we just missed out on the Conference League, which is a bit annoying indeed. However, we have got an FA Cup final against the mighty Aston Villa. Can Ollie Watkins, his former team, do bits against there? But where have we come in the league? And we have come 5th. So unfortunately, we have just missed out on, again, Champions League football, which is a bit annoying indeed. But let's just get this potential win here against Bournemouth. We should do a lot of growth in the team. 2-1 with Ollie Watkins and João Felix getting the goals. We need to beat Aston Villa here. We need to. Else, we could potentially get sacked here. Let's have a look here. Let's go right up to the game. We've got a lot of inboxes here. Hopefully a lot of people haven't left the club. but hopefully we'll get the win here against Aston Villa. Let's just jump right into it here. And let's have a look at their team. Miyako, Diaby, McGinn, Bailey, Tielemans, Ramsey, Moreno, Pau Torres, Diego Carlos, Conta, and Martinez. Decent team indeed. But let's see if we can get the result here today. No injuries, hopefully it isn't. Can we do it at Wembley? A quick sim. Can we get a bit silver this year? We do, with Ollie Watkins scoring against his former team. João facing Cuckoo. Seems like the deadly duo there. Casado coming on for Cole Palmer, but a devastating display from Chelsea. And we have got a bit of silverware right there to beat Aston Villa. How else did we get on here? Barnsley getting to the semi-finals. Newly promoted side Leicester City back in the Prem, got to the semis as well. Leeds United pure battering ram against them, which is nice to see on a 5-1 there. Luton Town we won on pens. Didn't do too bad indeed. Let's advance right here. Hopefully that's enough for the board not to sack me. Yes, we did not get the Champions League spot. However, we did get the FA Cup. We failed as well the UEFA Conference League, which we should have probably won. We got to the semis. So I'm hoping we would not get sacked, to be honest with you, right there. Let's get into the other standings as well. Let's have a look at the Premier League. Who won the Premier League? Of course, it goes to Manchester City, with Ten Hag's Man United coming up close with 1 point behind them there. We just missed out to our rivals in Spurs with Arsenal as well. But we have got Europa League, so it's a step higher than Conference League. But it needs to be a little bit better, let's be honest with that. F.A Cup, but how do we do on this one? And we lost to the final against Spurs. I don't know. I mean, it's been an okay-ish season. I mean, we won the FA Cup, which is a massive bonus right there. We should have won this one here. Genoa, Fiorentina, we just saw with some of the simulation. They beat us 2-1 right there. So we got a bit unfortunate. But hopefully, we're in the green minority. So hopefully we're absolutely fine for next season. Let's have a look though. Where did it kind of go wrong in terms of the Prem? Because we should have been up there. Same with the F.A Cup. Same with the Europa Conference League especially. Let's have a look here. Who is downstairs players? Ollie Watkins here, getting the most goals this season. We've got him by +1, but he's just a guy. That's why we brought him in. That gets goals 24 and 29. Not, well, to be fair, he's had a very good season. FA Cup as well, 4 and 4. Conference League 5 and 9. In Cuckoo, Cole Palmer doing bits as well. 17 assists for Cole Palmer, probably the more outstanding player of everyone there. Well, it's gone up by +5 as well. It's ridiculous. Nicholas Jackson as the new rotational striker here, doing really well for the near future. Kimmich with 13 assists. But let's have a look here. Let's have a look where it kind of went wrong. Gusto as well coming into the team. Pierre again, 5 goals as a rotation centre attacking mid. Not too bad. Fernandez is going the right side. It's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like it's more down to the centre-back rows here. I mean, Courtois with the 18 assists, but we cannot really, well, blame him. I mean, he's a 91 overall, so maybe next season we definitely need to look into the centre-back rows because there's a lot of rotation here. However, I mean, I know it's not their job to get goals, but only Desai getting 3 goals this season at 49. I mean, the clean sheets are not really adding up. So maybe next season we don't really focus into the attacking role and maybe look into the full-backs and the centre-back roles right there. Other than that, though, not a bad season. Did anyone leave the club whilst getting through the simulation as well? Let's have a quick look. Dyer left there to Berger, Calcio there, but other than that, no one else left. Is anyone actually wanting to leave the club though? Because we do see some of that as well. Actually, they're one of the free agents we brought in from the North America. Anyone want to leave the club here? Approached by Liverpool there and Benassale there. Not too bad. Submit a transfer request. Reece James has submitted a transfer request. Okay, so that's a big one indeed. However, I'm not too worried. It's a massive loss because he is a bit of a Chelsea legend in my eyes. I feel like he's an incredible player, well, regardless if he gets injured or not. But Mal Gusto is a decent replacement, excellent prospects, so I'm not worried about that. Decent money for next season, I suppose. Casado as well, transfer request. I mean, considering he's a rotation role in the likes of Enzo as well, I'm a bit surprised, especially playing 27 games this season. I feel like that's quite fair as a rotational player, but he obviously has fed up and he wants to really go out there and do some bits somewhere else, which is a bit annoying. Anyone else? I don't think it will be. No, it isn't. It's just them 2 players. Big loss. But we'll be able to replace them, especially with the budget we do normally have with Chelsea underneath Ted Bodie in Chelsea with me as their manager. Not a bad season. Could have been better. Needs improvement. Let's get into season 2. So here we have then into season 2, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, finishing 6th last season in the Premier League. But however, we did walk away with 1 bit of silverware, and it's one of our objectives in the FA Cup. Hence why probably I'm still at charge at Chelsea. Did lose to Spurs in the Carabao Cup final, unfortunately. And, well, we did okay in the Europa Conference League, but we was definitely the favourites there. And we fell short. Due to the fact, I feel like, as we can see, pretty much the defence kind of let us down. Courtois also being the 91 goalkeeper, also returned back to his former club from Real Madrid. Probably wasn't the biggest factor right there. The biggest problem as well. It was probably more the centre backs, I'd say, and maybe some of the full backs as well. Talking about full backs here, obviously one wanted to leave, which one was, if I can just show you right now, was Reece James, and we got 17 million for him. And I think that's decent value considering it's 48 million value on his card. So 70 million, I think that's okay considering he wants to leave. Casado wanted to leave as well, but we were able to convince him to go on loan, which I think is very good as well. Hence why we were able to sell at Latvia, because obviously with Kimmich and Enzo Fernandez and Casado probably coming back next season, unfortunately I don't want to ruin this guy's potential, so we have gone down. He actually has gone from excellent profit to show great potential as well. Shulgen's in as well, new signing, again just no room for him. Washington, again just no room. Some of the players we have got rid of, just like we're not going to have any room for him, to be honest. Same with this guy here. Proja has gone as well. Will I have not sold. I went him loan to Crystal Palace because I want him to come back as a left back very much. If he doesn't, then it's a rotation centre back, and I think, to be fair, with the centre backs we've got in the team and new signings we're going to make, he's not going to make any room for the team. And Maker going to Leeds, I think that was a really good, decent move from him. I just couldn't quite find him right there. I think he can really grow there, and they've got our hands on a hell of a good player right there. Going into the objectives now, though, youth development, once again, we're going to ignore that one as well because it's a low priority. Prime expansion, though, get 10 games without defeat in away matches this season. I think we can do that. And actually now, it's not North America where we had to sign the Mexican and United players in the last season. It's sign foreign Europe players right there. So sign 3 born players in Europe, which is absolutely fine. That's what we're going to do. And they actually want us to win the league, retain the FA Cup, and win the Europa League. So a bit of a harder challenge this one, but I feel like when we got the money that we have got now with some of them sales, which is 309 million, we can definitely improve the defensive work. So I feel like the attack and DM roles doesn't really need to improve with Chelsea. So the first sign, ladies and gentlemen, goes into a rotational fullback here in the right back row, because we definitely need one right there if Gusto's going there and Reece James has left. And it goes to Walter Peters here from Southampton. In real life, he was in the EFL Championship Team of the Season. And in this career mode out in the Season 1, obviously Southampton has still survived. So he must be doing quite well coming up from the Championship to the Premier League. So I'm thinking for 10 million at the overall 77, coming in a rotation row of Augusto, I think will be very good for Kyle Walker-Peters and for Chelsea. So now it's finally to bring in a centre-back, and the first one is Nicolas Soule here. Yes, 10 million with a swap with Alex Desai that added the centre-back row. Obviously, with Matt Hummels and Schlotterbeck being the kind of outstanding 2 centre-backs in Dortmund in real life, I do believe this guy needs a team where he can come in now and be the starting centre-back. He's 6'5", he's a bit of a brick shit house, and that's why I definitely got him in. We need someone that gets out of the back line. Can do it in the Bundesliga. They know how to defend, so that's why we brought him in. A decent signing, I do believe, at the over of 84. Can do bits at the back, 6'5", very strong centre-back. Brick shit house, a brick wall at the back for Chelsea. And to complete the 3 signings, the objectives, we brought back beloved player in Antonio Rudiger. Yes, we're getting the band back together like we have with Courtois, former teammates, I do believe, at that time. We paid a whopping 22 million with a swap deal of Wesley Fofana. And if anyone remembers in Season 1, I did say I'm going to be harsh on players. If you don't perform well, you're going to get gone. And honestly, defence is a big factor in terms of actually progressing up the league table. Finishing 6th, I wasn't happy with it. So I brought in the centre-back that definitely knows how to get it done in the Champions League, European competitions, especially the Prem, in Antonio Rudiger. He's back to Chelsea. Everyone wants him back. Unbelievable centre-back. German partnership with Nicolas Soule. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed the objective of signing 3 born European players right there in Rudiger, Soule, and also rotation of Walker-Peters. The team's looking fantastic with Mudryk coming back, Neto, Nicholas Jackson, Piera, Adebayo there, Walker-Peters, Sanchez, Gusto, Soule, Rudiger, Courtois, Kukuler, Fernandes, Kimmich, Felix, Palmer, Watkins, and of course the main man from pretty much last season in Cuckoo, getting a lot of good stats as well. The team's looking very good indeed. We have changed positions as well with Felix going to Cam now, with left wing for Nkuku and Palmer in the right mid. Bit of a weird one right there, considering one's in the blue and the green in the position changes, but that's where they actually changed positions in terms of being about 2 weeks, so we just kept it the same. And to be fair, in terms of the goals they have scored last season, all 4 of them, it's working out pretty well indeed. I mean, the team strategy as well is staying the same, but we have hired a more couple of coaches now because they're getting higher overall, not like the 3 stars that we had in the previous season. But hopefully we could do really well here. I feel like the team is looking more balanced now, especially at the back. It's being more convincing now to win the league. Gusto obviously has good potential, so obviously now he'll be doing a lot better now in growth as well. Hopefully Kukuler, I'd like to see him maybe get to an 85 this season. That's my objective for him this season. Hopefully he can get there. If not, could be replaced potentially into Season 3. Hopefully next season we'll get Champions League football, but we need to focus this one at task as now to potentially win the league and also get into the Champions League spot and win the actual trophies as well. Community Shield against Manchester City at Wembley Stadium. Hopefully we can kick that off with a win, but we'll have to wait and see until we simulate to the end of the season. And so here we have it. We're just beating Liverpool 4-0. I mean, away, that's massive at Anfield. But we've got the draw against Benfica. We beat them as well. I think we could be in a final. 4-1 against Tottenham. It's looking convincing with these big teams against the top 6. Did get the draw against Leicester, but we have got a double final, it seems, in Bernagao right there. And also Spurs. Massive game right there. But we finish off against Aston Villa. We're looking good in the top left-hand corner. I don't know if that's why we cut to finals, but how do we get on in the league? And we have done it. We have beaten Manchester City. We are on for a treble right here. Regardless if we lose this game or draw, we have won the league regardless. A lot of growth within the team. Kukula didn't get the 85, to be fair. Gusto is injured though, but he is coming to play this game. And Watkins and Kukulea to get the goals there. Gusto, I thought he would have popped up there, saying I might have to maybe swap in Walter Peters, but he played, so it's absolutely fine. So here is the league table before we get to the finals. And we get to see as well the Community Shield as well. See if we've won that one, maybe the F.A Cup. 89 points there. Goal difference of 53 right there. Absolutely dominant. Once again, the attack has done well like they've done in Season 1. Did lose the Community Shield against Manchester City. They did do us over there. F.A Cup, obviously, we're in a final right there against Spurs. Being Arsenal 3-2 right there. Southampton nearly getting there. F.A Cup, have we done it? So we have done a double already. So the quadruple is on the cards here against Bernagao Calcio so far. We've got an inbox right there. Alright, okay, nothing really, to be honest, that we need to do with that one. But regardless of that, let's go and see if we can win this final in the Europa League. Let's simulate right up to it right now. No messing around right here. Hopefully no red cards from the team. Gusto still got injured, but we are going to play him a lot of weak stamina. Hopefully that's not going to affect it too much on the simulation. Here we go. And we do. Cole Palmer in the 80th minute. Shame we couldn't do more in the Euro, and well, in the Euros really. I mean, he did score for against Spain, but we'll talk about it in a different video right there. He did his job, and there's me being an England fan tearing up there because we lost to Spain in the Euros final. But we have done it right here. He gets the winner for us right there. So a treble has been secured in the F.A Cup, the Premier League, and Europa League. But can we do the F.A Cup as well against Spurs? This is the big one right here. Can we get the win? Big result could be on the cards right here. Here we go. Can we do it here today?
Here we go.
Let's simulate it right here. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, boys. Can we get the quadruple? We don't really go on there. Gets the goal at the end, but I don't think it's not going to be too bad. We've had an incredible season regardless. And I think, to be fair, we're not going to get sacked from the board. Just missed out there to Spurs in the F.A Cup there. Fair play with regular on the defender getting the goal in the end, but we just couldn't get the quadruple right there. Our stamina has been absolutely battered, to be fair, so I cannot blame the players. They were literally dead on the pitch. Other than that, though, very good season indeed. Maybe in Season 3, we can get Avenger and get the F.A Cup back like we did in Season 1. Regardless of that, let's have a look at stats. Regardless the actual defence. That's what I'm more intrigued to see about. But Ollie Watkins with 47 goals. Look at the board here. This is what I'm saying. This is how we got so many goals. Ollie Watkins only getting 2 assists though, with 47 goals, 30 and 35 in the Prem. But I've never seen it where literally every single person from the midfield to the DMs, the cams, to the strikers are pretty much all on double digits. I mean, Kimmich with 10 and 14, Fernandez 12 and 14, 20 and 5 there in Cuckoo. Cole Palmer being absolutely ridiculous again this season. Rudiger with the 3 goals. 9 assists, which is a bit weird, that one there. Colwell actually doing really well. 3 and 3 for Crystal Palace. Sule as well. Kukulea. I did say I wanted to get into an 85, so perhaps maybe in the newer season. Yes, he has helped us win a treble. Maybe an upgrade in that department right there. How did Gusto get on? Because I know he has been injured. I don't know where he has been, to be honest. Where can I find Gusto? Walter Peters playing lots of games there, so he's been looking at a good backup. But Mal Gusto now 31 and 2 assists. So maybe in the newer season, we have a look at some new fullbacks perhaps to improve it for maybe potentially go for the Champions League. Regardless of that though, F.A Cup secured, Europa League secured, and the Premier League has been secured. So I'll definitely take that within the team. It's looking tasty, but we just need to get over the final hurdle now, and that's the Champions League for Season 3. And so here we have it into Season 3. Is this going to be the last season? We just need to get the Champions League title out of the way. We have got the UEFA Super Cup there, which throughout my channel has been a bit of a boogeyman trophy to actually win. So maybe Chelsea in this one is going to be the one to grab right here. As you're looking for the team, you're probably thinking, where the hell is your left back? I'll get to that in a minute. But also the likes of Manuki's come up here. Cole will come in the centre-back role now. And like I said, there's been some players who have departed from the team, which we will get into right now. Starting off with Pedro Neto, got an offer from Crystal Palace for 40 million. And with Manuki coming back now, recently scoring a hat-trick, I do believe, coming as a sub against Wolves in real life. I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to get him in. He's younger, he's got a bit more potential. And Neto, with the 40 million, I couldn't turn it down. Also, like I said at the start of this video and this special rebuild here today, if they not feel like I'm performing, I'll give the objective quadruple to be an 85. He didn't, and I got the offer from Manchester City. Bit of a rival one right there from last season, but 65 million, I cannot turn that down at all. Looking at the objectives for this season now, though, youth development, once again, we're going to ignore this one for this rebuild here today. Brand exposure, get a streak of 5 clean sheets in away matches this season. I feel like that's pretty easy with this team now. Sign 3 players born in Asia. Now, this one's a bit of a tricky one, but I feel like I've got a couple of players that are lined up that can fit that role right there. And also, these ones here, they want us to win the Champions League. They want us to get a bit of revenge against Spurs in a way to win the FA Cup again and retain the Premier League. We definitely need some fullbacks. Gusto and obviously Kukuleo, who did play last season, wasn't really it. So, this is what the team is going to be in terms of what we need to get. We need to get a left back, a right back, and free agent players. And we could definitely do it with 390 million to play with in season 3. So the first signing, 100 million. We got the best fullback in the game, and that is Theo Hernandez, the best fullback in the left back position, 88 overall. If we want to go for the most trophies this season, we have to get the best. And to be honest, if I was him right now, coming off from pretty much winning the treble and just coming short on the FA Cup, I can see why he would come to one of the biggest teams in world football in Chelsea, especially in this rebuild. From Milan to Chelsea, 88 overall. Like I said, 100 million for our new number 3, our new fullback in Theo Hernandez. That's only one signing done. We've got many more to go, especially the Asian players. So our next signing goes to another Frenchman, but this time in the right back row in Sacha Boey here from Bayern Munich. At the age of 24, the overall 85 was swapped deal with Gusto with 25 million. They asked for quite a lot. I did put in 10 million, but they was like, no, we want 25. So I was like, you know what, with the budget we have got with the American owners and with the way we are going at the moment, I was like, you know what, let's just splash the cash. So 2 brand new fullbacks, 2 Frenchmen, so the linkage could be there for the switches mid-game, you know. But what a player, him boy. And now it's time to finally get one of the objectives pretty much done in 1 of 3 in Wataru Endo. Yes, the player is coming in, born in Asia, plays for Liverpool, but I think he's been released in Liverpool right now. Overall of 80, only paid 12 million for him for the 80 overall 32-year-old CDM right here from Liverpool. Decent player, repeating myself indeed, but we haven't got really a rotational DM over Kimmich, so that's why we brought him in for only 12 mil. Bargain, I think. So for our next signing, we have gone to PSG and got a new rotational cam, a bit more of an upgrade in Lee Can in here. The overall of 84, the age of 24, 40 million we paid for him with no swap deal, surprisingly. I was actually going to try and put in Alex Pereira, but he didn't want to. He's actually accepted a rotation role as an overall of 84, which I think is very good indeed. Bit of a step up to Pereira. They're both in the team. We're actually getting a lot of players back into Chelsea now. Going against my word there, but what a player we got for a new rotational cam. And now for our last sign, it goes to a centre-back in Huriski Ito, if that's how I pronounce, from Stuttgart. Probably absolutely butchered the name. I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to see the overall on screen now. We played a release scores of 25 million, but it was a blind buy. We needed someone else to take off the objective, so I just got one more centre-back just to cover it, just in case of injuries, but he has accepted a rotational role. I believe he's the overall 78, 79, but seems like he does the job. Must be doing something well. His release clause is 25 mil. And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed the signings potentially for our final season right with Lee Can in, Manuke Mudryk coming back to the team, Jackson, Water Peters, Cole back to the team of Sanchez with some decent rotation. I thought actually wasn't the overall what we predicted. It was actually 81, so I feel like we got a good deal there. Release clause of 25 million. Considering he's only 26, I don't think that's that bad. If Cole gets injured, the likes of right there, Debris Hall, Endo, Pereira now. There's so much rotation in this team. This looks like such a better team with the new signs, Hernandez and Boy as well in the starting 11 as well. Can this team win the Champions League? I do believe it can, especially as well hired out some more coaches as well. We pretty much nearly maxed them all out, which is good to see. Only thing now, ladies and gentlemen, is to see if we can maybe get the FA Cup back in the locker room for Chelsea, retain the Premier League, keep going for the Carabao Cup, and once and for all, claim the biggest prize, the Champions League. So here we have the end of the season, just beating United. 1-0 away to Real Madrid. We're on a bit of a roll here. We're in the top left a bit though, but I think we have got a Champions League final. We've actually battered Real Madrid in both legs. And now it looks like our last game will be against Forest. We've actually got an FA Cup final as well. Who we got in the Champions League? And it's AC Milan. Big game, but have we won the league? And we have. We've actually had a better season as well. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous indeed. Let's get into the kickoff now. Let's see. Look at the growth within the team. Rudiger's actually pretty much stayed the same to the 86 and 87 overall. Boy, Hernandez as well. I mean, Cole Palmer 92. He must have had an incredible one. Watkins 89 as well. Porto can we win on a high in Cuckoo with the double. Actually got a yellow card as well. 93-point season. But can we now not bottle the FA Cup again now though? Let's just simulate right up to it on the calendar right here. Let's just get it. I can't believe we beat Real Madrid in both legs, to be fair. But can we prove this one at Wembley Stadium? Can we beat Liverpool? Jumping right into it there. We've already won it, and Kiku's got a red card. That's a bit of a shame, but can we do it anyway? We do anyway with Joshua Kimmich in the 36 minutes. So that is 2 trophies down. However, have we won the Super Cup? Have we won the Carabao Cup as well? I mean, this could be a bit of a record here, but let's have a look here. Standings here. Let's have a little gander. Let's see if we've done it here. FA Cup, we obviously have just won there, so we retained that one. Community Shield, have we done that one there? We did, so that's technically 3 trophies with these 3 right here. Carabao Cup, is there going to be 4? And it is, it's 4 trophies. Super Cup potentially. And I can't believe it. We have literally won every single trophy here. The Premier League, the Community Shield, the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, the Super Cup. And now we've got a chance to make history on this channel for winning 6 trophies in 1 season against AC Milan. Hopefully, we don't care about progress assignment there. We're on for 6 trophies here. This could be a record on my channel against AC Milan. This is going to be a big game indeed. If we do this, history has been made. Good team indeed. Colomiani from PSG, Rafael is also the danger man, Tomori as well, Benacer, Bruno Guimaraes is a great team, cracking team there. Hopefully no red cards or injuries, and it isn't. It is the starting 11. The team that has won 5 trophies already this season. Can we make history? I will change the kits to the home kits as well for AC Milan. Let's get into it. So here we have in the Champions League final. Will it come back to Chelsea? Will it come back to Stamford Bridge? Or will it go back to AC Milan? The guys who have won this trophy numerous times. Or is Chelsea going to do the bits once again? 5 trophies this season. Definitely the team it's just hard to beat in the world at the moment. I mean, we absolutely walked over the likes of Mbappe's Real Madrid team now with Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. And now we're on this one here. Just keeping the ball safe here. Kimmich on the ball. Cuckoo gives it into Theo Hernandez. Going against his former team here. In Cuckoo. Trying to go for the overlap there with Theo Hernandez. Trying to pull it back there with Calabria there. Former teammate does well. A weird one right there. Tomori. Bit shaky at the back end from AC Milan. Do win it down there with Enzo. We get a pass through there too. It's into Wally Watkins. Oh, it's a good save, but it's ricocheted in. The ball got played through. It all went quite fast. But the former Exeter and Aston Villa man in Ollie Watkins, the new number 9 for Chelsea, has scored. I mean, with his stats potentially going to be repeating from last season, it seems. If he wins this, he could win the Ballon d'Or. I might that sound daft, but any of these attackers could. Any player in this team could. But AC Milan 1-0 down from a powerful shot from Ollie Watkins. So Ollie Watkins with the 1 goal. I just want to apologise as well if some of the kit numbers have been not updated. Let's just say that as well. I must admit, I hold my hands up. I did forget, but regardless of that, it doesn't matter with that. The ball running through. Colomiani. Suli's there. That's why I brought him in with the height as well. 6'5" monster. Break shithouse as we referred him when we signed him. Boy here. Former Boyman gives it into Cold Palmer. Try to go for the overlap in there. Just get brought down by Benacer though. Now it's left a bit of a gap here. But Suli's unbelievable. But somehow doesn't win the ball. Was right in front of him and that doesn't make no sense. Rafael balls into the box there, but I would go for Theo Hernandez. Should be getting it there. Kimmich does well. Watkins does well. And Cuckoo. Try and just hold the ball up a little bit. Nothing really open, so we're going to go back. Get it back there to Courtois. Just keep it. Oh, it's a bit of a tidy pass there, but not the best one there. Enzo fails, but boy runs it back there. Cole Palmer does well. Cole Palmer dancing. Trickery fear from Cole Palmer. Ball rolls as well, trying to find his England teammate in Ollie Watkins, just misses it there from the ball roll pass. Unlucky, no nomad, goes into Maresca. Good player, wouldn't mind bringing him into the DM row if we did not bring Joshua Kimmich. Starts to make it there, thing to do. Turn there. So there he's had a good game so far. Quickly tiki-taka feet here. Cole Palmer just waiting for a bit of a gap to open up there, but couldn't do it, the 92 winger. But wins it back there. Can we release him now, just before the break potentially? Could be into João Felix now. João Felix could be an overlapper on Ollie Watkins again, but good save from Mainan. Trying to hit into that top right corner, should have gone top left. But Chelsea looking dominant in this Champions League final. Cole Palmer looking for an in-swing. He's going into Ollie Watkins again. He does win it. He's getting a lot of chance to go, but only converted one so far. But the chances are happening still, and that's what we'd like to see. Eventually, one of them will go on and we'll get the cushion of 2-0, hopefully. And it looks like going into the second half, well, the end of the first half, sorry, will be 1-0 to the Mighty Blues in Chelsea. Ball kicks up high. A lot of pressure from Ollie Watkins. Sule again should be winning that. Ricochets back and forward. Into Benacer, and it goes into the half-time whistle. 1-0 to Chelsea. And AC Milan trailing over Mainan, not really saving the shot properly over Ollie Watkins, but it was a direct hit. It was quite close hit. The power got the better over him, and it ricochets underneath him to make it 1-0. Milan are struggling, with Chelsea are dominating. Right, ladies and gentlemen, only one change, and that is Mudryk goes on for Nkunku. Bit of a change up in the left wing there, bit more of a skillful player on the wing. Could draw some fouls in, and Nkunku out of the other lot was quite quiet. We wasn't really using that wing as much, but with the camera angle now, I think Mudryk could potentially offer something in. Really could try and find Theo Hernandez. He does. Mudryk could turn and twist him from number 23, but the pass was a bit delayed. And Koulibaly could run through. Does Coutinho run through? Brought him down there. Tactical foul from Theo Hernandez on his former teammate.
You just knew that was going to happen. Disgusting.
And that could be a red card. A tactical foul there from Theo Hernandez. And it will be a red card. I mean, that just sums up Theo Hernandez right there. He gets a card in bloody every game, or at least a foul. And a bit of a sour grapes there going against his teammate there. Takes him out. But it had to be done. He was through one-on-one on goal. We go down to 10 men. It's a substitution as well. This could be a bit of a bang here from AC Milan. I'm not going to put a player on the line because it is quite far right, but it's a good angle. Gives a shot that's gone over the wall. It's hit the bar. And put a shit to the LeBron James of soccer. Couldn't convert it there. Ollie Watkins passes through. João Felix gets a bit fortunate, but it's forced to Tomori. Chelsea down to 10 men. Game's getting a bit more lively now. Enzo Fernandez does well, the captain. Obviously the World Cup winning recently, goes into the box there. Ball is there for the clearance. Ollie Watkins plays it into Mudryk. Mudryk looking to dance around. Great ball out wide there to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, a lot of room to run into this gap. Cole Palmer cuts inside. Cole Palmer going for the finesse shot down mine and has to force it out. But good shot there from Cole Palmer. Can't right there. Mainan. Tomori fails. Oh, nearly got caught out there from the England teammate. I'm not sure he actually went to the Euros. I don't think he did, to be fair. Gamares. Oh, he's had brilliant. The whole defence have. You can see why. So well, probably should have played to Ollie Watkins there. Ollie Watkins still potentially through, but Cole Palmer couldn't get in front of Al Jimenez there. We need this extra goal. 10 men Chelsea still doing okay though. Couldn't get it off there. Oh, that's got to be a yellow card, I think. We are going to grab that. Sule does take him down. And there will be a yellow card. We're going to get Cole on for Sule now as well. Or Sule, I don't know how to pronounce it now. I do apologise. But he's going to come onto the pitch. Courtois into the box there. Up we go. Tomori does head it down, but Courtois is there. Can we get something quick going on here? We're going to send it out to the fullback. Cole Palmer, I need you to make a bit of a dart and run in, my man. He does kind of, but it just runs on the wrong side. Chelsea struggling a little bit here. AC Milan with the momentum on their side, looking to make it 1-1. Chelsea holding on. Can they hold up for a couple more minutes? Because it is 3-minute halves. That's the way we do it around here. Good ball through. Tomori going against LeBron James soccer. Goes inside. Can we get the block off there? Good save from Courtois. Lee Can in as well now for Felix. Guglielmi off at Okafor. Good player indeed. Had a good Euros. Courtois, that's why we brought him in. 93 overgo goalkeeper. Out we go, please. Into Mudryk. Great touch there from Mudryk. And now he can make a run. Ollie Watkins up with him. And Mudryk now. The Ukrainian. Can he play it wide? We see a good ball there to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer trying to run through. Cole Palmer! Oh, and he's fluffed his lines.
What?
He's had a shocker. Not someone he would normally do. Manuki comes on for him in the last minute. But I don't think it matters. We're 3 minutes past. We should have put it away there. Maybe I should have cut it a bit more. But I thought with the overall Cole Palmer and the player, the aura he's got, we could vary, but we was wrong. Manuki. Going for a bit of 1-2 action here. It goes into Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins can seal it here. And he does a great save from my man. We wanted it back to Manuki, but we went for Ollie Watkins. But I don't think it matters. We're still going to go for another one, perhaps. Pulisic. Can't get it out, but it doesn't matter. With 9. Why am I saying 9 men? What a shocker. With 10 men there. Chelsea have done history making on this channel, winning 6 trophies in 1 season. With Ollie Watkins in the 13th minute, it might have just been the 1 goal, ladies and gentlemen, but it was quite an interesting and entertaining game in my eyes. With the red card, the free kick from Benacer off the bar, the missed chance there for Cole Palmer. Brexit football in terms of snapping players. Been a lot of drama for a 1-0 game. But history has been made from pretty much winning every single trophy possible, to the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League, the Europa Super Cup, the Community Shield, and now the Champions League. I think I named them all wrong, all there. I'm not sure, but who cares? We've got our hands on that one there. This has probably been one of the most dominating rebuilds we've had. This is the Chelsea we should be seeing in real life with the money they've got and the players that they could do right if they put me in charge, let's just say that. But Enzo Fernandez, he won a World Cup and now he's winning the Champions League and 6 trophies this season. What a team. What a rebuild. Let's continue on. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have beaten AC Milan. Only the 1 goal was in it. We should have made a lot more, but I'll hold my hands up there. Maybe my finishing conversion rate wasn't the best and wasn't the sharpest in this video today. But regardless of that, a win's a win, and that is all that matters. We have won literally every single trophy, literally the ones you see on your screen now, we have won this season, with only 1 loss as well in the Premier League. We nearly did the Invincibles of Arsenal, but they still hold that golden Premier League title, unfortunately. But we nearly did. But what a dominating team indeed. Let's have a look at the outstanding players this season. There's got to be quite a few here, and it goes to Ollie Watkins, Cole Palmer and Cuckoo, Enzo Fernandez, João Felix having a bit of a sloppy one this season, with Enzo Fernandez being more of a cam role really in the DM role. Fantastic boy as well, having a fantastic one in left back. Theo Hernandez, considering I think he was injured, we're only playing 43 out of some of the games here, especially in the Premier League 26. Did fantastic as well. This guy here, Ito here, the centre back row, 5 goals. We actually a bit of a blind buy there, so that's quite an intriguing one right there. But other than that, and to round up this video, we're gonna have a look at my career stats here. 1 club, I mean, oh my god. 2 league titles, 4 domestic cups and 2 continentals, with 192 played, 144 wins, 23 draws and only 25 losses. Like I said, it's definitely one of the most dominating rebuilds we've ever done. 6 trophies in 1 season. I cannot repeat it enough with this incredible team right here. So I do hope you did enjoy this rebuild, and if you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.